Hello everyone, this is JD Calderon and this is Indie Comics Explained. And today I took a trip to my local LCS today, which is Royal Collectibles in Astoria. So if you're in the area, you want to go check them out. Great store. And I have what I picked up today, which is nice big stack of Avatar trades. Like I said, Avatar, I think I did a similar video a few weeks ago. Avatar had a huge blowout sale on all their trades. A lot of this stuff is a lot of old Warren Ellis, Alan Moore, Garth, Ennis, and Kieron Gillen stuff that they produced years ago. I think there's some Cgristos Gage in it too. And these are books that I just missed. Never got to pick them up in the past, and I'm just happy they had this sale of like $6. It might still be going on, so you might want to talk to your local LCS, see if you can get a hold of them. But here they are. This is the, I had picked up 5 before. I think this is another 9. So what do we got? Warren Ellis, Dr. Sleepless, and, just fun stuff. If you like dark horror, that's usually what Warren Ellis is doing in these. This is Gravel. I read the first trade of this. This is the second one because they sent me on the first pile. I got 1 and 3, so I had to wait for 2 and 4. So I'll be reading this one next. This is kind of like his version of John Constantine, kind of like a mean, very bitchy detective who goes around solving mysteries, supernatural mysteries. It's a lot of fun. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. And it's a bit more, I think, even more grimy than something you see in John Constantine, because those books will be limited by what DC will allow them to do. That's issue 2, and this is issue 4. And the artwork is good. It's not great, but it's good. I like it. It's serviceable. Certainly does the job. But it's really in the writing that you're going to want to pick these up for. This is Absolution by Cgristos Gage. This is the first volume. I already have the second volume, and I believe there's only the 2. And again, the artwork in these books, they're not fantastic, but they are good. So it's solid, and it'll tell the story. So that's always fun. Then we have Garth Ennis' Calderon. And some kind of science fiction story. I'm pretty sure there's some form of horror in there. That's what it looks like. So, all right. Then we have Warren Ellis' Anne Mercury. I have the second issue to this. This is the first volume. And again, it's some kind of action adventure thing, science fiction. Looks like fun. Garth Ennis, Wormwood. I had gotten the second volume thinking it was this one, which is the first volume, but I'm happy I got it. So again, more Garth Ennis type of griminess, but should be fun. Alan Moore, Hypothetical Lizard. This one's in black and white. I was kind of surprised by that. So interesting. Probably a pistache on H.P. Lovecraft's. Not too bad. Kieron Gillen, Mercury Heat. This is volume 1, I believe, because I believe I already have the second volume. And science fiction adventure. And then Warren Ellis' Black Gas. So again, more fun, more supernatural. Looks like this one they're fighting zombies. So these I'm going to set to the side. And I also picked up today, this will be a chunk of our time today, previews. So this is the latest volume. I already looked through the DC and Marvel version of the previews. They have their own separate little catalogs. I normally only order trades and hardcovers and that sort of thing, so I didn't see anything from either company that I want. So we'll skip over that. We just in the beginning you're gonna run into these ads. We have a lot of them. Little things. Yeah, choose this. Again, we'll just flip through this really quickly so we get to the books. I'm going to start off with Image and the Savage Dragon 250. Well, I guess Todd McFarlane reached 300 with Spawn, so I guess it's Eric Larson's turn with Savage Dragon. All right, he has a bunch of other interesting cover artists. Here's Frank Cho, Rob Liefeld, Walter Simonson, Scotty Young. Out of those, I'm probably interested in Frank Cho and Walter Simonson. So that'll probably be cool to see. The After Realm by Michael Avon Oeming. This might be interesting. I've enjoyed Oeming's work for a while now, so I might actually pick that up when it comes out in trade. On the Stump. Looks like it might be interesting. Tartarus. I like the artwork. Looks promising. Again, another one I might pick up the trade. That's the one thing. Bitterroot, actually a very good book. I picked up the first volume. Awesome book. I'll definitely be picking up the second volume when it comes out. So, Paul Pope. I already have this. This is a good book. Battle Pug, a lot of fun if you like that sort of thing. But it's a little goofy. But it is a fun book. Mike Norton, excellent artist. Mike Norton does a really good job writing it as well. Dead Eyes, probably not really my thing. Analog. Die, though, I'll be picking that up. The first volume was awesome. Really looking forward to the second volume. Hit Girl India, Lazarus. I've been picking up all these books. These are actually really good books. I've been enjoying those. Hit Girl, I've been passing on those. Rat Queens, also a lot of fun. I'll be picking up this volume. Weatherman, never picked up any, so I'll probably wait on that one. Ascender, a fun book. I just finished reading the first volume. A lot of fun, that book. There's Jeff Lemire. And Dust in the Wind, his artwork is incredible. All painted, all watercolors. Birthright, great book. Joshua Williamson just knocking it out of the park. They said that he's part of Skybound, so they're saying they might be making it into some TV show, which would be awesome to see. I'd really like to see it. So, Family Tree by Jeff Lemire, definitely something I'll pick up when it comes up in trade. Gideon Falls, I just picked up the first volume of that just to see how it is. Hopefully it'll hold up. I mean, everybody says it's fantastic, so it's Jeff Lemire, so I really don't have much doubt. What else we got? Marked. Middle West, been enjoying that. Monsters, great book. Marjorie Luau, I'm pretty sure I'm destroying her name, and Sana Takeda. Excellent book. Both ladies are just awesome. This is a great book. I picked up all of the trades and got to a point where they released, it was the first 3 trades, then they released it in hardcover with all of them combined into one book. So I picked that up. It's oversized. It's gorgeous. Definitely the way to go. It's just that good of a book. It deserves that type of size and everything. Nomen Omen, that's a maybe. It's a 15-issue limited series, so that's interesting. So maybe when that comes out in one volume, I might pick that up. Oblivion Song. And Olympia, it looks interesting. I might actually pick that up when it comes out as a trade. Protector. I picked up Sonata, so that might be interesting. Hopefully that'll be good. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I would like to get everything, but unfortunately, budgets being what they are, you just can't get everything. But yeah, last month I spent way more than I should have. And then we're into Dark Horse, and we got Predators. Bang. What else have we got? Blackwood. Oh yeah, Evan Dorkin. I picked up the first trade of this, and I enjoyed it immensely. So hopefully, well, not even hopefully, when this comes out in trade, I'll definitely be picking it up. Hellboy and the BPRD. Okay. Well, it's nice to see Mike Mignola's continuing the run on Hellboy, even though the story itself is finished. I guess he's just going back and filling in portions of the middle of his history, which is cool. You know, always a lot of fun. Hidden Society. That looks like it might be a maybe. The Mobius Library. Yeah, whenever it comes out to Mobius, it's one of these things. There's so much of it. It's very expensive, these books. So I have to be selective when I get them. But just about everything from Mobius is worth having, so it makes it difficult when I have to make those decisions as to pick it up or not to pick it up. Lady Killer, Jolie Jones. That looks interesting. This is definitely a maybe on my list. But like I said, a lot of it boils down to whether or not I can fit it into my budget. And it's not like my budget is small, so it's a little weird. Triage. Like, this is something I might pick up just for the nostalgia factor of Joe Kubert. You know, Abraham Stone. That might be interesting to get. Alright, Tales from the Harrow County. That's, well, I guess when that gets compiled into a trade, I'll be picking that up because I enjoy the original series. Witchfinder. So this is their, what was their Disney stuff? Chrome. Grendel's Devil's Odyssey. When that comes out in trade, I'll be picking that up. What's funny is Gantz is one of these stories. I've seen a couple of the movies on Netflix, and I really enjoy them. I don't think I'd want to pick up the manga, though. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things that just given enough time, maybe I will. So let's see. Moving into IDW. I guess this is the new female turtle, Jenica. I mean, it's interesting. But I have a love-hate relationship with the Turtles. They're kind of what got me into indie publishing, but for all the wrong reasons. I saw the stuff and I was like, oh, I could do that. So I'm never been that big of a fan. Although I admire Eastman and Laird for what they were able to do with it and all the success they garnered from it. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the licensed materials. Although once in a while I will pick something up, depending on who's doing the writing. I mean, here's Usagi Yojimbo. Another trader. I mean, this one's a maybe. I might actually pick that up. If you're into politics, they're releasing the Mueller report. Not really my cup of tea. I'm a huge fan of this book, Lock and Key. Looking forward to the Netflix TV show. It was a lot of fun. So, we'll see. Let's see, now we're to Dynamite. Darkness. A lot of Red Sonja stuff. A lot of nice covers. The problem with these books is that I think they put a lot more emphasis on their covers than they do on the interiors. I mean, I get it. They have to make their margins and sell the books. The surprising thing about Dynamite is one of these companies that I've actually purchased more stuff from them than I ever thought I would. This is one of these companies that just produces a lot of stuff that I'm not interested in. But once in a while, they put out something that was like, oh, okay, I gotta get that. Got like Warren Ellis when he did their James Bond books. Okay, so now we got it into Boom. We Serve People. Okay. This is Alienated by Simon Spurrier. Okay, so this looks like something that I would pick up once it comes out in trade. Sweeney Boo. That looks interesting. Younger kids, sure. I've heard a lot about this book. Something is Killing the Children, so I might actually pick that up. And Once in Future by Kieron Gillen. I will definitely pick that one up. So those are two definitely on my list. As much as I enjoyed Buffy and Angel, I don't pick up these books. Like I said, when it comes down to the licensed materials, I'm not a big fan. Folklords, I'm looking forward to when it comes out in the trade. This book right here, The Magicians, when it comes out in trade, I'll probably be picking it up because it's from Lila Sturgis, awesome writer, and Lev Grossman, who's the original creator of the series. And when I say series, I mean the novels. The original novels, The Magicians, were excellent books. So I'll probably definitely be, well, not probably, I will definitely be picking these up when they come out in trade. These are books that I already have. Well, at least this one. This was actually a lot of fun. The Jim Henson's Labyrinth Coronation. Okay. So now we move on to the back of the catalog, where it's truly the indie section. Blaze, I guess these guys are brand new. Vampire Steel. Oh no, I think they've been around. I don't really know. Some of these companies, they pop in and pop out so fast. Okay, then we have Aardvark Van Hiem. We have Dave Sim, the Silver Service. He's just hilarious. Oh, okay, that was just an ad for these guys. The Vampire State Building, not really interested. That seems like a very cheesy B movie. Which is a lot of what these companies do. They put out a lot of book stories, stuff from people that is just in their drawers, and they pick them up, hoping to get as many IPs in so they can put out as many IPs as they can to these companies like Netflix and Amazon. Hopefully they'll get something picked up, or even just to get the contract to say they might develop it. Terry Moore is doing something called 5 Years. Zoe Strikes Back. Terry Moore always releases good stuff, so, but I always wait until he puts out an omnibus. You know, Action Lab is always worth looking at. Once in a while they actually put out something really good, so I always try to give them, like Mr. Beaver, I'll probably pick up when it comes out in trade. Killers or Mark Sable. Seems interesting. It's a maybe. And this is Aftershock. Definitely one of these companies that is just an IP farm. But once in a while they'll put out something that's interesting because they release Baby Teeth by Donny Cates, which I really enjoy. And then there's Ahoy Comics. Captain Ginger, Volume 1. That's a maybe. Edgar Allan Poe's Snifter of Terror, Season 2. I didn't see the trade for the first one, so I don't know if they've released it yet, but I might actually pick that up when I see it. And this one, Dragonfly Man number 4. When this comes out in trade, I'll definitely be picking that up. Then we have the Goon, Albatross Funny Books. Okay, Grumble number 2. I'll definitely be getting that. First volume, a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to the second volume. That was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. Surprised me. But, great book. Alterna Comics, great books. You know, they tend to be rather inexpensive. Alright. Alright, they have a $4.99 book, but it's 80 pages, which is a good size. 32-page book at 99 cents. And they have a 40-pager for $1.99, so relatively inexpensive. And then their regular line is usually $1.50. So 32-page book, Voidwalker number 3, $1.50, Wicked Righteous. So you know, always a lot of fun, those books. And then Amigo. All right, these Ghost Wolf, maybe I'll pick that up when it comes out as a trade. All right, and this company, American Mythology. This is just one of these places where I would probably just, yeah. There's nothing really here that I'd want to see. And this is Antarctic Press, Exciting Comics, Dog Eaters. This book, All 4, looks interesting. I've seen some of this artwork when I'm on DeviantArt. I've seen some of the work from the artist, so that might be something to get into. Oh yeah, and they're also producing Cat Shit 1, which is some manga from Japan, based on a group of rabbits that fight in some war. So maybe when the first volume of that comes out, I might pick that up. There's Archie, which I've never really been into. Same thing with Aspen. Avatar. Like I said, I missed the days when it was Warren Ellis. And Kieron Gillen and all those guys working over there. This is Black Mask. Boundless. Like I said, the less I say, probably the better. Cave Picture Books, Shapes, number 4, Jason Brubaker. Jason is awesome, so you might want to check that out. Coffin Comics, Lady Death, if you like that sort of thing. Old EC Comics, these are a lot of fun. You can pick up these volumes. What's funny is I'm a fan of them. I have some reprints in smaller volumes. I've yet to pick up any of these in hardcovers, which eventually I'm hoping to get a chance to do one day. Okay. All right, so as I continue through the catalog, it looks like it's going to be a light month for me. Doesn't really look like there's a lot going on. Last month was a heavy month. I had a lot of books to buy. Whereas this month looks like it's going to be actually quite light. Hermes Press. Mad Cave Studios. Infinity Volume 8. This is Lions Forge. It's funny, like this series looks like it's fun. I've never picked up a single volume or a single issue, but if they ever do this in omnibus, I might actually pick that up. It just feels like a little too far along to start backtracking on it. Now we're into Oni. Kaiju Max. Mouse, if you've never read it, great book. Art Spiegelman. Rebellion. This one I might get. The Kingdom, Alpha and Omega by Dan Abnett. I like Dan Abnett's work, so I might actually get that. Scout Comics. Don't really see anything that screams at me at the moment. This looks like it might be fun. All action classes, the Odyssey. And Tom Sawyer. But I think what this is, I think I picked up one of these and I didn't like it very much. It was, they released Dracula. And they do it in this kind of cartoony, fun style, which is, I guess, is great for kids, but I just didn't really enjoy it. So, I'll probably pass on that. Now we're at Titan. Adler number 1. Okay. Looks interesting. That's a maybe. Okay. Yeah, usually the stuff I get from Titan is usually the Michael Moorcock series of books, which I'm always searching for, but I don't see anything this month. So let me see. Tomorrow's. These guys are great when it comes down to reading articles and interviews of various creators. The Valiant Doctor Tomorrow. It's interesting. A little campy, but interesting. And this is Volt. Sarah in the Royal Stars looks interesting. Now we're into Zenoscope, which I've never really been into, but they have a huge fan base, and you know, they're doing their things. Now into manga, which I don't really go into too much. Yeah, if you're a huge manga fan, there's definitely a lot here for you. A lot of it is worth reading. And I've actually read more manga in the last few months than I've read in several years. Now we're going to t-shirts. Not really interested in. Alright, and then there's the back of the catalog with the toys, which I'm not going to go into. So that's it for this month, guys. Made it through the whole catalog. Like I said, it looks like a light month for me, so I'm probably not going to spend a lot of money this month, but that'll just save some money for next month. So thanks a lot, guys. If you have any questions or concerns, please write them in the comments. You know, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, share the video out. That'd be fantastic. And I'll be talking to you soon. And if you want to help out and read some of my content, check out the Oswald Chronicles. And I have an Indiegogo currently going on for the Oswald Chronicles. Thanks a lot and have a great night.